that comes into the mix. But good morning. It's 5 a.m. I'm trying to whisper because Will's asleep, but we're going to Paris for the day. Okay, finally boarding. I was like passing out there. I'm so tired. It's so busy as well. I'm like, maybe because it's a Friday. But time is 6:40. Should get in at like 10 a.m. I am in Paris. We made it to the train station. Right now I'm gonna try get the metro. I'm gonna go meet my friend in 𝓞𝓹𝓮𝓷. I haven't even properly like said why I'm here. I'm meeting a friend. A lot of you know. I'm excited for just a cute girly day. So many of my vlogs have been like at home, cozy at home vlogs. So today I actually had an exciting day outside. I've been to Paris like quite a bit in the past couple of years. So I feel like relatively confident navigating around. Okay, I'm at the right stop. I just got off. I'm meeting my friend Vanessa. Yeah, literally just for a day trip. My train home is at like 9 p.m. Getting to London 10 p.m. because of the time difference. I'm so excited. I've got on my suede jacket, my 𝓱𝓮𝓷𝓭 cardigan, naked trousers, 𝓱𝓮 shoes. It's probably the worst place to do a little outfit check, but on my bucket list for this year, I really wanted to do a solo trip, and I'm like, I just don't know when I'm gonna be able to do that. Now we're like almost at the end of the year, so like I'm kind of counting this. Kind of. Anyway, I'm by 𝓞𝓹𝓮𝓷. We're gonna meet at a cafe or something. I need a messenger and bring you guys along for the day. We're walking around now trying to find a spot to get some coffee because your girl is tired, and maybe some food as well. Found my love, Vanessa. I know you all know her, so I don't even need to do like an introduction.
No, but we're so excited. We're gonna get coffee. I want to get hot chocolate again. I got hot chocolate on the first day here, and it was amazing.
Like the famous one?
Yeah, the
I know what,
pure liquid chocolate.
the one you mean, yeah.
So maybe
that
we
one's
can
so
find
good.
somewhere that does that.
Sounds like a plan. We don't know where we're going. We're just walking around, but it's so beautiful around here. Here we go, croissant, some coffee, and hot chocolate. We're walking over to Cafe Kitsun now to get little coffees. And we're right by, I never remember what this park is called.
𝓕𝓲𝓷𝓭?
That's it.
𝓕𝓲𝓷𝓭.
She's so smart. I'm glad I have her here. So we're gonna get coffee and then try sit in the park because we actually have a reservation today. We're going to the museum. Oh,
We gotta hurry
in
up.
half an hour.
Hurry up a little bit.
Oh my god, I just realized the time. That's the plan. And then we're going to Cafe Marley for like we said, the early dinner. I love Cafe Kitsun. We have one in London. It's one of my favorite coffee spots. We'll see. Nice slide. Yeah. Just had dinner. I have to go home. Are you going home tomorrow?
Yeah, we leave tomorrow morning, so it's our last day in Paris.
Yeah, I got to spend the last day with her before an order. We had the best day. Miss you. Come move to London, please. Oh my gosh, this is so what I need. I'm really cold this morning. Very rainy morning. So, a cup of tea is needed. I am back. As you know, literally only went to Paris for the one day, and I fully was intending this to just be like a one day in Paris vlog. Who forgot to put an SD card in her main camera? I didn't have like enough footage to make a whole video, and you know what, it's okay. I had the best time with Vanessa. Like we click. I know so many of you know her, and we literally know each other from like this through online. And for those of you who do know her, then you know like we make very similar content. Like obviously we have so much in common, but we also get on really well. She's so lovely, and I had the best day, and I wasn't really thinking about like filming everything. So I've been doing a lot of just like days in the life, and it'd be nice to do a more like weekly vlog style, whatever this turns into. Tired today. I think today we're just gonna have a really slow day, which honestly is so needed. What is up with me? I think it's just there's a lot coming up in the next couple months, and I can feel myself starting to get a little overwhelmed. I've spoken about it before, but one of the most handy tools that I've incorporated into my self-care wellness routine this year has been therapy. This part of the video is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. Big life changes are coming up. Like I said, life for the next couple months is going to be really busy. I'm going home to Edinburgh for a week, which is amazing and everything, but it means I just need to like make sure everything's in check and in line before I go. A really exciting one is I'm going to New York next month with my family, which is a really big deal actually for me, because I've not been on holiday with my family, as in me, my parents, my sister, the four of us, since 2004. It's timing up with a lot of big things happening around it, and I can just feel myself getting a little stressed. For those of you who know, like I'm getting married in under a year, and so we're starting to get into wedding planning mode. I'm going to be trying on wedding dresses for the first time when I go to Edinburgh. You guys also know like this whole year has been about moving for us and buying a property in London. It has been very stressful, and I hate the feeling of it like all being out of my control, just having to be patient. So that's where therapy has been an unbelievably useful tool. It is such an important outlet for me to be able to talk to someone who I don't feel bad or like I'm overly venting to them or placing too much burden on them. Someone who is a professional, who's trained to listen and give me unbiased advice, someone who can give me coping mechanisms and help me see like the bigger picture of things. If you haven't heard of BetterHelp, they're essentially a platform that allows their therapists to communicate effectively with their clients. It is 100% online, which I personally prefer with therapy because you can do it from the comfort of your own home. If calling and video calling like makes you uncomfortable, you can literally message your therapist on the platform. They've just made it very easy to get help. Starting therapy is really easy with BetterHelp as well. So to get started, you literally just fill out an online questionnaire where they get to know you a little bit better, just your preferences, what you're after with therapy. It might be particular goals you have. They will then match you with a therapist, and all therapists across their platform are well qualified. If for whatever reason as well you might not vibe with your therapist, you can switch up at no extra cost at any time. They've created a platform that's really easy to use, you can really trust. So if you are struggling and you think you would possibly benefit from therapy, you can click the link in the description bar or go visit betterhelp.com/BeccaWatson to get 10% off your first month of therapy. I literally just got another stressy email. Moving, things happening. Maybe we'll be in a place by the end of the year. However, it really is completely out of our control, and I'm doing better at like understanding that. It is all good. It is about distracting yourself, and you know what? It's good that I am booked and busy for the rest of the year. I also can't believe it that it's like the rest of the year it's here. Before we know it, it'll be Halloween, and then there's just gonna be Christmas everywhere. It's festive season. Wham bam, hello 2025. It makes me sad because I want to treasure it, be present, enjoy it. That's why like every video you see from me now is autumn themed, because I love this time of year. I need to do a little fit shop this morning, and I am going to hold myself accountable. I am not ordering groceries. I've gone in such a bad habit of, even if I just need 3 things, I'll order it on Deliveroo, and it's so not cost-effective way of doing things. I can't keep doing it. There is a shop right by me. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go downstairs, get some groceries, and I have a breakfast in mind I really want to make. Yeah, today's just a very chill, like no makeup, slouching around kind of day. I wanna make like a big dent in my book. I'm over halfway. I want to see how quickly I can finish it because I'm really getting into it now. I'm really enjoying it. This jumper is so scratchy though. I'm gonna get changed and let's go to the shops. I got my 𝓕𝓲𝓷𝓭, be proud of me. Because everything I got, I really want to make like elevated beans on toast this morning for breakfast. I don't know why, I'm just craving it. So I got some butter beans because these are amazing for you. And then I'm gonna do it with like a tomato base, just make it all creamy. I have some sourdough. I've been really craving some bagels with cream cheese. I want to make chicken noodle soup. So got all the trimmings for that. I might make that today, tomorrow, we'll see. But for now, I'm starving, so let's make this butter bean situation. Does anyone have a recommendation for knife sharpeners? My knives have gotten so blunt. I mean, we're making do. Started adding tahini just into whatever meal I'm making. I feel like it's just very versatile. I'm pretty sure it's quite good for you. It's good for making things creamier as well. I have some creme fraiche that I need to use up, so I might as well. I love anything like creamy tomato paste, so I knew I was gonna love this. I've actually never made this before. I feel like it would make a good dinner. Oh, this is so good. It's a lot of food as well. This was very easy to make, and then you can save it for leftovers and all that. Started raining outside as well. I feel like this is the perfect cozy meal. Probably could eat this whole thing. It's that good. I just had to change my plaster. I nicked my finger so badly whilst making this. But, you know, it was worth it, and oh my god, I was so dumb. I'm gonna watch some 𝓕𝓲𝓷𝓭. She's literally my favorite comfort YouTuber. I'm getting such a craving to make like a what I eat in a week video. I love what I eat in a day videos. Maybe that, because that's obviously a lot easier, but watching what I eat in a week videos, I love them so much. There's something so nice about just watching someone at home make scrummy recipes that you want to try.
Is there one you specifically would like to inform me? Okay, I'll do one.
You just stay next to the camera. Thank you. Got a little morning bagel, coffee, even though it's not really the morning anymore. We're in Primrose Hill. Have a little walk. Hello, my lovelies. I'm so sorry. Yesterday I didn't end up talking to you that much. It just ended up being a day where like I felt so depleted from the week. I don't know. Like I said, just a lot of things happening right now, which they're all good. They're really exciting. You guys know I announced my planner that's coming really soon. Thinking about that coming out. My sister, I don't think I've actually mentioned this in a video yet, but a big piece of personal news is my little sister, who lives in Glasgow currently up in Scotland, is making the move down to London, which is so exciting. I'm so excited for her. It's something she's wanted to do for a while. She graduated from her degree this summer just gone, and so she's ready for the big bad world, and it makes me so happy as a big sister that I can accommodate her, that I can help her out. It's moments like that where I feel proud of myself that like I'm in a position to be able to support family, and so I was like, you're moving in with me. I just feel really happy that I can help her like transition with the move down, because moving to London is not for the faint-hearted. It is not easy. It is really, really tough. I remember when I made the move down, it was such a test of, is this really worth it? Do I really, really want this? It was a test on my relationship with Will, because we couldn't both be down here at the same time. Just a lot of sacrifices were made. Like, I don't know if Actually, most of you won't know this because it was 3 years ago now, so only the real OGs will remember, but we had a house up in Edinburgh that we had bought and we had our life there. I'm from Edinburgh, so my family, my friends, had everything I needed there, but we always knew we wanted to make the big move to the big city, London, eventually. So yeah, the process was really tough. I have a lot of friends who actually have tried their best to move to London, have tried to get a job down here, and it is so brutal, especially the job market right now. I feel like for postgrads, for young people, it's ruthless. The fact that I can help my sister out by giving her a place to stay makes me so happy. So yeah, that was a long story, but basically she's gonna be living with us, and I feel like you wouldn't know this, but she actually works for me like part-time, helping me with behind the scenes stuff, which isn't very exciting to watch. Mainly it's been helping me with the launch of the planner. So having her in person will be the biggest game changer from a selfish business standpoint, but also I cannot wait because I'm so lucky that I get on so well with my sister as an adult. I know not all adult siblings like have great relationships, or you know, you just like, you have your own lives and so you distance or whatever. Whereas I feel like the older we get, 4-year gap between us feels smaller and we just like relate to each other and stuff more and more as we get older. We call every day, we're so close. So I'm really excited to have her here. It will be very temporary because I know obviously she wants her own space. Big life update, and then hopefully it coincides with other things happening. This morning I don't know what has been up with me. I've been really struggling to get up out of bed at a decent time. It feels so much better when I start my day at like 6 a.m, 7 a.m. You guys know me. I love my little 6 a.m. morning routines, but please never think that like my morning looks like that every single day, because it doesn't. Recently I've been getting up at like 7:30, 8, which is still a decent time, but it's, I don't know if anyone else who's self-employed like feels that guilt of, well, you can get up at any time, but like you gotta make the most of your time. Nobody else is gonna do the work for you. Just not been like prioritizing working out, been doing some at-home workouts, but truthfully been really struggling with the gym, and I just don't want to have like that negative relationship with the gym. So I'm trying my best to, okay, if I don't want to be there right now, let's not force it and burn myself out. Let's just do other things, try other things. Anyway, I had a slow morning, but then I had a few meetings which really kicked me into gear. Did a bit of work on the acting side of things, like applying to little jobs because it's felt a bit slow this past month. And I had a call with a producer, which was really exciting. Not getting my hopes up or anything, it was just a really good experience. Sorry, I hate when I'm doing a vlog and I'm like telling you what I've done instead of like bringing you along, but I think I just needed this morning to like get my head screwed on straight. I've been feeling very discombobulated, like knowing this week I'm going to Edinburgh and all that. Yeah, I just needed a proper Sunday reset, but not the glamorous, pretty aesthetic type that I would film. And it's good, I feel better now. I've actually booked myself in for a class at Reshape today. One Rebel, one of my favorite studios in London. I normally do the Reformer Pilates class, which I like first. That's how I discovered them, because I was looking at Reformer Pilates classes, and their classes are good, but I will say their Reshape class I like way more. It is, you'll just come out like a sweaty mess. Before that, I'm gonna meet my friend Kaylin, who lives in London. We occasionally co-work together, but first, I might make some chicken noodle soup. I've just been craving it recently. That's obviously such a typical food to have when you're sick, and I'm not sick. I've not, touch wood. I've not gotten sick this year. Like, I've had off days. I've had days of just not feeling great, but more like mentally things just being a bit tough this year. In terms of like a cold or flu that has knocked me out, I had tons last year, and this year, I don't know if it's my like being healthier or staying at home more, having AG1 in the morning, keeping up my vitamins and stuff. Somehow avoiding illnesses this year. I'm gonna make some soup now. Just something really like good for me. That's what I'm craving. Okay, I'm not gonna follow, also, excuse my very weird outfit. I have comfy on the bottom, my little white company PJs, and then I got this on Revolve last year, I think. It's like my favorite sweater vest. I love it. I'm not gonna follow a recipe. I'm just gonna go for it. I've made soup enough times that I should know how to make soup off the top of my head. Maybe watch something whilst I do this so it's a little less tedious. One of the things I love about making soup is the chopping. The chopping is the most time consuming bit. That's the hardest bit, and then you just whap it all together and you leave it. So handy. It has started properly chucking it down outside. It's gone very dark, very grey. I've just left my soup to simmer, do its thing for 20 minutes or so. The chicken is cooking in the broth. So I'm gonna embrace this. I'm gonna get all cozy. I honestly just want an excuse to keep reading this. I'm like so close to the end. And I'm at that point in a book where you love it, you're completely engrossed. I just want to get it done. Like I can't put it down. This has gotten so much better. I feel like I've already mentioned this in 3 videos, but you guys know me. I'm not a speedy reader. I'm not a book content creator by any means, but I still, hey baby. I love to talk about books that I have on the go. And so you guys know I read Good Material by Dolly Alderton. That was my first ever Dolly Alderton book. Finished the book, loved it. So many of you recommended this. Everything I Know About Love. Without it sounding weird, like I, for context, like haven't done much dating as an adult. I literally got together with Will when I was 19. And I'm 25 now. So I was like, I don't know if this is for me. That sounds really weird. Sometimes I don't feel all that drawn to books about like the chaos of dating and stuff, because sometimes I don't always relate. But I loved her writing so much that I wanted to give this a go. I put it on my story that I was reading this, and a lot of you asked me to talk about it and just what I think of it. I love it so much. Like the first third I wasn't sure because it was just talking about her like early uni days. It's actually an autobiography. It is about her life and it takes you through her early years, her years in her 20s. And sure, like dating, love, relationships, that comes into the mix, but it's also so much more than that. It touches on really deep topics like her relationship with her body image issues, grief, losing people, feeling left behind, career struggles. My God, as a woman in her mid-20s, I have loved this. I have this tiny slither to go. It is so profoundly raw, emotional. Some bits, I love her honesty. It just truly is like what it is like being a woman in your 20s. I've loved reading about the horror dating stories she's been on and stuff as someone who like that hasn't been part of my 20s. It's a 5 out of 5. I love this book. So yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit now before my soup is ready. Ready up my chicken and I've got my noodles boiling away. They should be ready, so let's put it all together. Okay, I'm happy with that. It came out so good. I haven't even tried it yet, but I was scared it wasn't gonna be liquidy enough. Damn. Okay, that's pretty good. Walking over to the hotel now. I think Kaylin's already there. Sorry, I'm vlogging my phone. I hope it's okay. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, gonna have a little co-working date. So that's like their thing, that's what they do. Because I'm not wanting to like... That workout completely destroyed me. It happens every time. Guaranteed to get a good sweat on. Home, I've showered, was home. Just gonna have a really cozy night in, I think. Quite honestly, probably our favorite kind of nights. I hate to say it because I've always been like, I don't really like reality TV. I don't watch that, but we're a little hooked on, I think it's a new series. I don't know. The newest series of Married at First Sight, the UK version. Haven't watched that show since literally lockdown because there was nothing else to do. I remember it was so funny but so long, so dramatic, completely over the top. But I don't know. I hate to say it, we switched it on last night. I had nothing else to watch. And it is definitely entertaining, so I think we're gonna watch some more of that tonight. I'm literally so tired after that class. I do such a bad job of filming when I'm doing those workout classes because it's that intense, and it's also hard to film because you're so like tightly packed in with other people. But you basically do weightlifting with dumbbells and stuff, and then you have active recovery, so you alternate between that and being on a treadmill, sprinting, holding, endurance runs, incline runs. It is brutal, but my god, you feel so good after. I always feel like my fittest when I'm in that class, just like nice pushing your body to see how well it can do. Anyway, Will's waiting for me.
This year's singles have been carefully matched through Excel. I love all things pink, all things.
Okay, I'm ready for the day. I'm feeling so much better. I feel so much better when I work out in the morning. It makes a big difference. But anyway, I want to turn on the camera because I got this little full disclaimer PR box from Wonder Skin, who I've seen pop up on social media before because of these lip stains. I feel like lip stains have gained so much popularity, and I've just finished my makeup for the day. And something that like bugs me about my daily look, like I'm a very low maintenance girly actually at heart, and if I'm having to like top up my lips throughout the day, it's just something I forget. But this is me without anything on my lips, and I don't know, they just feel a little invisible. I've never been insecure about like my lips. I've never considered like getting lip filler or anything. I feel like it wouldn't suit me. However, something I have considered is doing a lip blush. I'm putting this out here now because I'm so curious if anyone else has ever done it. Did you like it? How was it? What was that like? The thing is, it reminds me of like microblading, which I think looks great on some people, but I've seen so many people like show the results of it after 2 years or so. And since it's literally like a tattoo, like if you microblade your eyebrows and then after that time passes, sometimes they like fade or the color goes like a bit blue. I've seen that happen to people. And anyway, my fear is like, I'd be scared that I'd be scared that lip blush maybe does a similar thing, like fades weirdly. Like barely looked into it, but anyway, been very intrigued by lip stains. So this is in the color Sweetheart. How do you just put them on? I think you literally just put it on and then, oh yeah, see, it's like this blue color. I really hope this works, because if this does what it claims to do and kind of like keep color on your lips all day, whew, I'm gonna love this. Okay, they say literally only leave it on for like 30 seconds, which I've definitely gone past. And I can see it's, don't get it on your hands. I've stained my pinky. Oh no, okay. I was scared I was gonna look like what's his name in Monsters Inc? Gonna put a photo on now. But I feel like this gives you like such a natural look. As you can see, it just brings color back into my lips. Cute. I wonder how long this is gonna stay. I'll try to remember to report in later. Let me zoom you back out, we're very close. Today I want to do a little Q&A session. I will very occasionally do them on Instagram, and I did one like maybe a month ago. I only answered like a handful of questions. I'm just not the most active or the best on Instagram. Like you guys know, YouTube is where my heart is at, my YouTube fam, this community on here. So I don't know, I thought it would be nice to just like make this vlog's already probably really long, but just have a really nice like chatty sit down thing. I feel like this video is probably gonna be the longest video I've ever done. So we're gonna do that later. This morning I want to make a pumpkin cream cold brew. I tried to make one of these in my morning routine and it was good. It came out yum, but like it wasn't creamy enough. This little like Oatly whippable cream that when does this go off? Oh, January. It's okay, but I want to use it up. Yeah, I'm going to attempt this again. Mix some cinnamon with my creamy oaty thing and open some pumpkin. Let's see. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, does it actually taste good? It does. Oh my gosh, it really does. That is so good. I didn't put in any sugar, just cinnamon mixed in with the... I feel like that Oatly stuff probably has some sugar in it. I don't know. I'm gonna go to my desk and get some work done. I'll catch in with you guys later. Cheers. It's a few hours later. I've had a heavy, just like editing on my laptop kind of day. It's not been cute to film, so I wanted to finish off this video with a Q&A like I said. And lip update. There's still color on there. It has been a few hours. I mean, it's definitely lasted longer than like a normal lip stick, lip liner. It would have rubbed off by now for sure. I've had lunch and stuff, had some of that chicken noodle soup. I feel so proud of myself when I actually have leftovers and prepped meals in the fridge. It's something that makes me feel like an adult, like I have my life together. Are you gonna join me for this little Q&A? Yeah. I just thought it'd be nice to do a really like light informal chat. Nothing too long because this video, like I said, is way longer already than my regular videos. I mean, if I'm being honest, this is something I definitely want to do more, is just the really long, they literally feel like an episode. I normally shy away from creating videos that are so long because I know it's gonna be a hell of a lot to edit, but at the same time when I'm doing stuff like this where I am literally just talking normally, candidly, and I'm trying to do minimal cuts, it's actually not that bad to edit. So yeah, let's get into it. I asked you guys for a bunch of questions over on Instagram. Ooh, that's really good. This is a ginger lemony kombucha. Christmas plans this year. I am hoping for the first year ever to manage to get my family and Will's family together. Bear in mind, they have never met. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. That's the plan because you guys know, Will and I are literally getting married next year. Throughout the whole of our relationship, have always spent it with our respective families. We have never spent Christmas together. We've been together for 6 years, which I know to some people sounds crazy. Like I know couples who literally start dating in the year and then spend Christmas together, which to me is crazy. But I suppose we're just both really lucky and we love our parents, we love our families, and like I do not want to give up Christmas with my family, so we're gonna try get everyone together, probably in London, which will also be weird. Every single Christmas day for the past, I'm sorry, is it too early to talk about Christmas? You asked. Every single Christmas of my life has been spent in Edinburgh. It's been spent at home, in my family home in Edinburgh. Someone said, where do you want to find a house? And there's a lot of questions about the whole moving situation because you guys know me. And that is all I've been talking about this whole year. Because I'm 25 and like we've only ever lived in this part of London. I'm obviously not going to say exactly where we live, but we live in like North London. We live in zone 2. We don't necessarily live like far out. It doesn't take me that long to get into central London. However, the area we live in sucks. Without that sounding blunt, it just does. Like we live in an area that's very going through like such regeneration. It's not, I haven't got like restaurants and community around me. I always have to get on the tube or drive to go somewhere. Living here has been fine. It served us, like when we first moved here, we've realized how important it is to have community, to have stuff on our doorstep. So that's something we're prioritizing for this next place. We, as you guys know, had a flat that we were meant to move into this summer. We found it in March, put an offer down, got accepted. We went through all the paperwork, everything, until the very end where we essentially got gazumped, I suppose is actually what happened. The people who were selling the flat would have received a higher offer. It's a whole thing. That's actually another question I have, is like, someone was like, can you be more specific about actually how your flat fell through? So that flat was in Notting Hill. That's what I wanted. The area I wanted was to be like way closer to central London, and ideally in a really lovely borough like Notting Hill, just to experience like living in a place like that, somewhere that's actually quite touristy and just screams London. But you know, it wasn't meant to be, and now it's left kind of a bitter taste in our mouths, and we're like looking just at different places. My God, it's like not a bad problem to have. We're so grateful that we can buy and we're in this position. And like I said, we learned a bunch of lessons. It's fine. And now we know what to look out for the next one. So areas we're looking at are, be nice to be just somewhere that with like a lot of green. So we've been looking in Richmond, maybe a bit further out, but still like very well connected. And as long as you have everything you need within your neighborhood, tick. How did you and Will meet? So we met back, and I've definitely told this story before, so I apologize for repeating myself, but we met up in Scotland in Edinburgh. I was working at Hollister. I started there when I was like 17, and I stayed in that job for like 3 years. I loved it. Some of my closest friends to this day are from that job, and Will started a couple months like after I had started. So we met, we became friends, really close friends, and then like a couple years in, or a year and a half later, he had left and I was still there, but we as friends went on, we went on a trip to Japan with some other friends. And anyway, I had a big crush on him. So how do you deal with living far away from your family and friends? Do you ever consider moving back? Right now in my life, can say hand on my heart, I don't think I'd ever move back to Scotland. I'm not from a like long lineage of Scottish family. Like I have my friends and family there, but I don't know. I just feel like London offers Will and I so much more. I know also Will would not move back. My God, it's tough. Like this week I've been messaging my friends to be like, when are you free? These are the dates that I'm at home. It made me realize like, I feel really lonely a lot of the time, and a lot of the time in London, I'm like, do I even have friends? I have such few friends. I spend so much time alone, like doing this, which isn't great for someone who is an extrovert. But it's just the way like things are right now. And then I remember like, no girl, like you have friends, but they're just not in London. I do have some friends in London. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people relate, like when you're older, those lifelong friendships, those people you grew up with, you realize how special that connection is. And that is not easy to make with someone that you've just met. And you can't expect like that spark to be there. Or I don't know, there's people I meet, for example, like Vanessa, who you saw at the start of this video, is someone who like, we just have tons in common. I click with her. We can just talk. Like we spent all day together. Bear in mind, we had only ever met each other once before and we just hit it off. I find that's rare. I really, really miss living close to the people that I grew up with. I miss my family so much. I'm such a family-oriented person. So that's a struggle, but moving to Scotland would be a step backwards for us. What country would you live in if not England, and why? I actually don't know. I feel like it would be incredible to live somewhere completely different, like a different European country for a year and experience that. But it just hasn't happened, and I don't see it happening. I now have responsibilities, like I'm a dog mom. I just don't think it's in the cards for us, which is okay. I actually get asked quite a bit as someone who's a content creator and you can do this job from wherever. People love to ask me like, oh, why don't you go live in blah blah for a month, or like go do that for a year? And I'm like, I don't know, you can't put us all in under the same box, like it's one size fits all influencer thing. Like it isn't a goal of mine to go live in Bali for a month, and like what would I do there by myself? I don't know. How long did it take you to get monetized on YouTube, and how many videos have you posted? had you posted? I think it took me about 6 months. I started YouTube like beginning of 2020. You can tell that was like a new year goal. I'm gonna do this. And I was consistent. I posted a lot of videos at the start. I think I did like 3 videos a week, which you don't need to be doing that. Shitting out content, to be honest. I was trying this, that, everything, all the niches, and it probably hindered my growth. But you know, I have fun doing it, and no one starts this like, well, most of us don't start this with the intention of it like being a career or making money. So it was just fun. It was a creative outlet. Are you having a big wedding? We're having I think it's gonna be around 90 for ceremony and then maybe 120 for reception. It's really hard for us to get that number any smaller because my mum is one of 10. Will's mum is one of 10. And so our families are huge. Do you regret settling down so young, buying a house so young and getting engaged so young? Obviously not. That's like the quick answer. I understand this would not be like everyone's desired path for their 20s or whatever. And I guess I consider it like a bit young to get engaged at 23. Like I explained, met Will when I was really young, and he, without it sounding cheesy or corny, he's just the one. Like, I don't want to do life without him. I feel like so many people are like, your early 20s are for you to work on you and be single, and that is so fair, but like I still get to work on me. Like when I was growing up, I always thought I would be like, get married when you're 35, maybe have 1 kid. And now, actually, that was another question. A few people asked, do you want kids? How many kids do you want? I cannot wait to be a mom. I find it so funny that me as a teenager was like so put off by having a bunch of kids, and now I'm like, I think I want like 3. I'm very, very excited to be a mom. I also don't want to rush into that though. Like, I'm not ready for that right now. I don't know if you're ever ready, but right now it doesn't make sense for us. So yeah, God willing, I hope that's in the cards for us in the future. Planner updates. A couple of you asked planner updates. I promise, because I kind of like mentioned it in a video and then left it at that, and I have in the description bar like a place where you can put in your emails so you basically get notified. But yeah, I left it at that. I told you what it was, and then I haven't told you anything else, like what's actually in the planner, how to use it, what type of planner it even is. I will just say, like, this is a massive dream of mine to come out with a physical product. It's something I've thought about since I went full-time, so for the past 2 years. And it's something I started working on genuinely, I think it was January, so it's been a whole year project. And I can finally talk about it because it's happening for sure. Wait till the end of this month or November. I can't keep my mouth shut. There's no point in me like trying to avoid this, but I promise I will give you all the details very soon. I'm not trying to create a whole business with Bloom with Becca. This honestly is just a passion project. It is something that, since you know as a planner, I can say this, it's something that I have wholeheartedly designed by myself with my sister. My sister's been involved in this heavily, which is really special to me, that it's this thing we've created together. And yeah, it's also going to be a very, very small quantity launch, so they're going to be super limited. I just think like the tiny preparation planning steps you can do for yourself in order to help you feel like you're taking control of your life, feeling a little bit more productive, make the biggest difference. No matter who you are, no matter if you're a student, if you're self-employed, if you work in an office, if you're unemployed and you're just managing your day-to-day things. And I've designed it in a way where this planner should be super easy to use. It's not going to take you 20 minutes at the start of your day like filling it out. I am just so excited to share it with you all. All right, someone said, what did you originally go to school for? Music performance. In another life, I was a singer. I'm trying to do some quick fire round ones. How/when were you diagnosed with your nut allergy, and what can/can't you eat. I was 5 years old. I went round to a family friend's house and they had peanuts on the table. I ate a peanut and then was projectile vomiting in their bathroom. And then my parents were like, oh, we have a kid that's allergic to nuts. Great. And throughout my childhood, I thought it was just all nuts, so I avoided all nuts. And then it wasn't until I was, I think 12, I had an allergy test where they discovered it was just pistachios and cashews. It is a pretty serious allergy. I don't go into anaphylactic shock, but my throat swells, which is obviously concerning because if it were bad enough, it could close my airways. It's not funny, it's not cute. I don't know, I feel like restaurants handle it so badly, so many, like they make you feel so guilty, like you shouldn't be eating out. I've been made to feel that way so many times at a restaurant where they give you like the separate chart and iPad, or I've had it recently where they brought an iPad and they were like, you need to read our terms and conditions and literally like sign your life away, because if you have an allergic reaction, like at least, yeah, I don't know, it's on you, we have it signed. And I was like, I mean, they didn't word it like that, but like that's, you know, it's just bizarre to me. Last question, is the goal to quit YouTube and become a full-time actor? People asking about like, where do you apply for acting jobs and stuff? So I don't know, I'm like not in the place to give advice over acting. I'm in the very early stages. I recommend a lot of the casting websites like Mandy Backstage, Spotlight if you can get on it. Okay, so is my plan to quit YouTube and pursue acting full-time? No, I promise you it's not. YouTube's just one of those things where you can do it alongside so much, and I feel like it actually makes it more interesting if a person's documenting their life, whatever it is that they're doing. I know to a lot of people the acting thing might seem kind of rogue for me or random, but if you know me personally and my background, it actually makes a lot of sense. I loved drama when I was a kid, not like fighting drama, like drama, the subject in school, theatre. I've always been the like creative, into dance, music, acting kid, involved in school plays. I always was doing like acting classes out of school. And then, yeah, I went and did a music degree. What I'm professionally trained in is performance, and acting's something that I don't know, I shied away from it when I was a teenager at the end of school and thinking about what to go and pursue, because music was just more familiar. My dad's a musician and that's like the world that I know. So yeah, I went for that. But acting's something I was always dreaming of pursuing one day in some capacity. And I'm in a stage of life right now where I'm like, well, why not? You're so lucky to have this job. You're so lucky to be in the position you're in. Go for it. And it's not like I'm out here trying to become a star overnight. It's, I don't know, people hear big goals like that and they go, she's trying to be famous. She's trying to, I don't know, chase that. And I genuinely just love the art of storytelling. And I hope you see that through YouTube, through my videos, through doing this. I love creating stuff. I love creating video. I love the visual of YouTube and doing this. And so being involved on a film set, creating something so much bigger than me. Had my little experiences this year working on short film movie sets, and it's been, I just feel so at home. I love it. I love being around other creative people. Like I said, I definitely, at the end of the day, I am an extrovert and I get energized by being around other like-minded people. No, the plan is not to quit YouTube. The plan is to just always have YouTube and take you guys with me through whatever journey and through whatever chapter of life I'm going through. And it's very special to me that I have these memories documented, because I feel like I don't have that many videos of me when I was a kid or a teenager. So to have so much content of my 20s, I don't know, I hope I'm very grateful for it when I'm older. I'm sure you can tell it's getting really dark because it started chucking it down. I've said that so many times in this video, but that is the weather in the UK right now. So I need to finish this. But I'm gonna love you and leave you there. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you've got this far, you're a real one. Seriously, I've never done a video this long. Let me know what you think if you want to see a bit more of this style content, maybe. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I love you, and I'll see you next week.